Green light, watch that green light. Man, I worked so hard, get the team.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Tough as Balls is back on the airways on this beautiful Thursday, May 20th. You know what I'm saying? Got my big bro in the building, the freaking Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We got a few things to get into today, man. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about some NBA. We're going to get into some NFL, some news, some breaking news this morning. I don't know how I feel about it, Well, and we're going to close it with some baseball because we've been having some stuff going on in the big league.
Cuba, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna get all into it, man. Get all into it. Yeah, what's good, my brother? What's going on, man?
And enjoying the sun, getting ready to do our show. I love it. It's great. Kluber threw a no-hitter last night. Congratulations. Got my Yankee hat on.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go, bro. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. So let's start it off. We're gonna get into baseball later. We're gonna save the good, some exciting stuff for last. But I mean, it's exciting stuff going on. What we're gonna talk about at the beginning in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Got the play-in tournament going on right now. Got the official playoffs starting this Saturday. And yeah, you talked about you just brought it up, the 50 piece, that 50 piece chicken dinner. That 50 piece chicken dinner that my guy Tatum put up on. So I'm gonna just start off the show with that question, bro, because they brought it up. You know what I'm saying? I think, people be stealing from us on ESPN. So I was like, let me take from them a little. Let me take from them, a little bit. So I saw this question and I said, I'm gonna bring it up to my big bro. Since we talk about the 50 piece he dropped the other night.
Yep.
Is Mr. Jayson Tatum a superstar?
Yeah, well, no doubt. He's the real deal.
I think he's a superstar.
He's a superstar. He's a real deal. He dropped 50. I'm a little upset because I hate the Celtics. Just let's put that out there. But
that's you're supposed to. You're a Knicks fan.
And Westbrook didn't show up. Beal didn't show up. Those guys didn't play like they're supposed to play.
Beal had he had a kind of an injury. I know no excuses if you're able to get out on the floor, but
Marcus, come on, man.
I know you old school. I know you.
You better perform.
You old school. So
excuses. And especially against Boston. You got to come up and you're gonna play, you're gonna show, you gotta play.
Yeah, and being a man down with Jaylen Brown not being there.
Well, that's as far as Boston's going. They got the 7th seed. Congratulations. Yeah, yippee, hooray. But next game, I gave them 1 game. I think
don't move too fast, bro. Let's keep it on because that's
okay. Let's keep it on Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum.
That's going to be the next question.
Okay, Jayson Tatum is the real deal. He's a superstar in the league. He just hasn't had enough help. Well, he had help from Brown, but Boston's been an up and down team all year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the only thing that's in their favor is that they play good against the good teams. So let's see what happens when they play the Nets. I mean, but Jayson Tatum is a superstar. Boston's probably going to give him a multi-million-dollar contract extension somewhere along the line.
He's not.
And if they haven't already, but he deserves it. He just needs help. So the Celtics need help. And Brad, and your coach Brad, he's on the hot seat.
Well,
He's on the hot seat.
they already say he's coming back next season, but with the whole Jayson Tatum being a superstar, he's my dude. I love him.
Yeah.
I love him on my team.
Mhm.
But that superstar word, man.
Yeah,
I'm
he's a star.
I'm thinking superstars. You asking me superstar, uh, MJ, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dr. J, Shaquille O'Neal.
You forgot
You know what I'm
Kareem.
saying?
Don't forget Kareem.
Yeah. That's why I
Okay.
said you ain't hear. I said Kareem. I said Kareem.
All right, Kareem. Okay, I didn't hear you, but okay, let's not
Here's
forget
the
the
third name I
the
said.
real GOAT. The
Yeah.
real GOAT.
Here's the third name I said. I said him,
Okay.
Dr. J.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's like iconic names, bro. And like I said, I love Tatum, but I don't know that superstar. He's a big star in the league. Yeah, he's a big star, but superstar.
Boston. If you look around the years, Boston have had stars.
I think he can be a superstar. Yeah.
I think he's already there. I think he'll go down as one of the best Celtics when his career's over, and if he stays in Boston, I think he'll go down as one of the best Celtics to ever play the game. And if you look back, I mean, from Bill Russell to Cousy to Havlicek to Dave Cowens to Larry Bird to Paul Pierce. I mean,
that's what I'm
those
saying.
those were truly great superstars in the Celtic, in the Celtic nature.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to include him as a superstar as far as history is concerned and be one of the all-time Boston Celtic greats, I think he's getting there. He's there as far as superstar, but as far as being a Boston Celtic great, we have to wait on it.
So you think that's I say a superstar, that's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a superstar, you're gonna be automatically considered one of the greats of the franchise you play for. You know what I mean?
Not if he leaves.
Well, I mean, that's why I said for the franchise you play for. You know what I'm saying? The franchise
we can use him in New York.
Huh?
We can use him in New York.
Hey, y'all right now. Y'all good right now. Y'all good right now. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Knicks. We're gonna bring them up, but I got one more Celtics question. But you kind of mentioned it earlier.
Step ahead.
Because
Step ahead.
You said, congratulations, you got your win, but that's it for you, Boston, because you got the Nets, and you're only giving them. I'm just posing a question. I got a question here. Can the Celtics win at least one game? That's one. That's all you're giving them.
One game.
One game.
And we have a saying, you got your first round bye, now you're getting a good bye. So you got your victory, be happy with that. You beat a Washington team, which you're supposed to beat.
You just don't know.
At home.
I mean, you understand the pain from being a Knicks fan, for the past years. Now you guys are good, but man, if you
gotta enjoy it.
If you go on Instagram, and you can go on the actual Boston Celtics Instagram, and you can see the comments from actual Celtics fans.
Yo, I give them one game and be careful if it's not.
It's a couple in there like, let's go team, but most of us are like,
the Nets got too much firepower.
Most of us are like, good night, sweetheart. Well,
yeah. Yo, the Nets got too much firepower. You're going up against Harding, Durant, Irving, Blake Griffith, all those guys. They just too much for Boston.
They're going to have a bad series, kind of like years ago when it was Cleveland and the Warriors, and everyone went down the Warriors, and that's how Cleveland was able to win.
Yeah, and not only that, but even if you get one of those guys to have a bad series, you still got two other monsters. It's like you're facing a three-headed monster.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You need all of them to have a bad game for.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen, because if you cut one of the monsters, one of those three-headed monsters, the other two are going to be fine. So you take away one player. Okay, say you take away Durant, now you got to stop Harding and Irving. Yeah. You take away Harden, now you got to stop Durant and Irving. You take away Irving, now you got to stop Durant and Harden. So pick your poison. Good luck, Boston. Good luck,
Boston is good with Marcus Smart and Jayson Tatum and even Jaylen Brown, but he's out. Kemba's good on defense. I can say they've been a good defensive team. But let me see, because talk about Kemba, he put up 29. So if you can put up, I mean, that's a lot for the backcourt. You're talking about 79 points. I don't know if they can do that the whole series.
Yeah, who else is going to score on that team?
Marcus Smart. That's what I'm saying. Marcus Smart got to step up, and he can get a hot streak, but then sometimes he can hold as well. He's streaking.
Yeah, he's streaking. But the bottom line is goodbye, Marcus. Your Celtics are done after this series.
It's time.
Yeah, they're gone. Goodbye.
As we move on to the next.
It's over.
To the next question. We're not gonna spend too much time on that one right there. Bringing up your Knicks a little while ago, number 4 in the East, and they got, is it this Saturday? Do they play Saturday or Sunday? I believe they play
Sunday.
Saturday.
That's when the real playoffs start. Sunday in New York in the Met. Yeah. That's when it starts.
Old school, like it's 95.
Old school.
It's 94, 95.
Mecca basketball, baby. The Madison Square Garden is what the real playoffs start in New York, and we got home court advantage, and we're about to take the Hawks out.
So I mean,
we're moving on.
Sidetrack for a second. Have you been watching ESPN? Because Stephen A. Smith is on. He's on one about the Knicks right now. He is just bugging out when it comes to the Knicks.
Listen. He just talks. He gets paid to talk.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with Stephen. He just gets paid to amuse the crowd and hate the Cowboys and get on their fans and everything like that. Listen, I've been a Knicks fan since 1970.
Yeah.
Walt Frazier, we seen him. I was a kid, but we seen him win the 2 ring championships. You have to be happy for this team. This team, I don't think overachieved. I think they just got the right pieces in place. They got the right coach, which is more of a defensive-minded coach. The Knicks are playing ball. They're playing defense, which once you establish defense, and then the rest comes.
Yeah,
and that's what Coach Tebow has installed in these players. And kudos to them, man. 41-31. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic.
Hopefully they didn't keep this up because Thibodeau over the years, he coaches hard, so he kind of wears out his welcome after some time. So hopefully he can stay in these.
The Knicks are about one more superstar away from being real contenders with that team. They got
that's what I'm saying. Remember what he did with
Chicago?
What he did with the Bulls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he had a healthy Derrick Rose, and he had some players over there. Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. That's what I'm saying.
He had Jakeem Noah. He had some players over there at that time, which were in their prime. But with this team, it's a young team. It's got a couple veterans on it. But if you look at it, Randall's still young.
They're young.
And it's funny because Randall's been in the league almost, 8, 9 years now?
I don't think, not that.
7 years?
Probably.
Yeah. 7, 8 years. Or more.
But he
got Quigley, he got Toppin, he got
worked on.
He's got some guys. He's got some guys. That team is young, and if he gets one more superstar, and I beg, let me ask you this question, Marcus. What would have happened if Kyrie Irving and Durant went to New York this year?
Well, that's what everyone was talking about before. What if they make the decision go to New York? I think you'd be talking about New York instead of the Nets right now.
Championship.
Yeah.
We'd be talking championship if they went to New York.
Say there's no one that can really stop the Nets. That's how you will be talking about the Knicks right now. Especially
right now. I agree.
With the pieces, with Randall, and you got Kyrie, and you got Kevin Durant. But with the Knicks in the playoffs this weekend versus the Hawks, who had a good season too. Hawks.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're a good team.
Yeah, so
they're a good team. Trey Young and them guys, they ball.
Yeah.
But in a 7-game series,
in the first round, who wins this series?
New York. I take my chances in the 7-game series. I'll take the Knicks all day, especially with the home court advantage. And they're going to show out one time in Atlanta. That's being a brother city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the brothers are gonna go down there and they're gonna play. They're gonna
I
ball.
mean, if it was my team, I'll put a friendly wager. But since it's the Hawks and ain't my team, nah, ain't no wager.
But we going to the second
round.
round, Marcus. We'll see what happens then. But we going there. You heard it here first. Toughest balls, baby. We're going to the second round. I'm just happy.
Okay,
I hope we get
right,
Miami.
So that's who you got. I mean, I don't know because you got.
I want to play Miami in the second round, but I don't know if they're going to get past the Bucks this year because last year, Miami kind of owned the Bucks last year.
Yeah,
so
during the season.
I want to play Miami just for the simple fact that my wife is a Miami Heat fan, so that would be interesting in our house. Let's get it on. Bring out Miami.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would like to see the Knicks, do some damage in these playoffs, but I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a good series. I know that.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I think it's going to go 7 too, and I think the Knicks win Game 7 in Madison Square.
Yes. So with that, in the teams in the playoffs, there was a word on the street about a team in the West that was ducking the Lakers, so they lost on purpose.
I don't believe that.
You know who you heard that Portland? The
Clippers. Yeah, the Clippers. I don't believe that. The Clippers too have been up and down team. Not up and down team. They've had a good record. They're 40-34, I think.
But they didn't have a season like they had last year. You know what I mean?
Right. No, of course not. But I don't believe they were ducking. The seedings came out the way it came out.
So Ty Lue came out. Yeah.
The Clippers were 47 and 25. I mean, come on, that's how you ducking somebody if you have a good you got 2 superstars on your team.
That's kind of it's a little beef there. They still in the same building. Clippers haven't gotten their building. I think they should be getting their building soon. Maybe the next couple years, I would think.
Yeah,
I didn't look at the timeline when it was going to be done, but they have the old Laker Coliseum.
Right, and they want the Forum, and they want
the Forum. That's why
they want to rebuild that and make it their own place, and which I'm happy. I hope that happens. But as far as ducking the Lakers, I don't think nobody's ducking the Lakers nowadays. Why would you duck them? I mean, they're not in sync. They're not playing like.
Well, I don't think they had enough time to get warmed up before the playoffs. When you talk about LeBron and AD.
They should, and I saw the game last night, Marcus. They should have lost last night. Golden State
they were down.
Outplayed them.
Early on.
Listen, no. Throughout the whole game, Golden State outplayed the Lakers. Golden State made some bad decisions coming down toward the end of the game.
You up 15. You need to win that game. I'm sorry.
Yes, no, of course not. But turnovers. Turnovers killed them.
Credit. I gotta give the Lakers credit.
Nah, I'm not giving them no credit. They should have lost. And the turnovers is what hurt Golden State. If they would have protected the ball better coming down that stretch, they would have won that game.
Well, talking about the other LA team, the Clippers, how far you think they can go in the playoffs? Because I don't know, and I haven't watched them much this season, to be honest. Like I did,
I watched them a couple times. As far as Kawhi Leonard takes them, that's the bottom line. If Kawhi Leonard could, and we've seen it in the past.
You're not putting nothing on Paul George. It's just Kawhi Leonard.
No, it's Kawhi Leonard. That's Kawhi Leonard's team. It's not Paul George's team. That's Kawhi Leonard's
he got to step up too. Check up. You know what he named himself, right?
What's that? Tell me.
Paul George calls himself Playoff Pete.
Okay, Playoff Pete.
When has he ever? When has he? I mean, I remember what was it when he was with Indiana when he was younger. Yeah. But
we haven't seen no playoff Pete.
So
playoff Pete.
I can't just put all on Kawhi. I gotta put some on him too.
I'm gonna tell you why though, Marcus. Listen to this. We've seen Kawhi carry teams, right? Didn't Kawhi carry the San Antonio Spurs in that finals against when he was guarding LeBron?
We're talking about
against
Kawhi.
Miami when he was in San Antonio.
You're talking about a younger, healthier Kawhi.
Okay, well, let's go back. Okay, well, let's go back a couple more years. 2 years. He carried that whole Toronto team.
Yeah, I gave you. That's when I said. If you go back, remember I was saying he was the best player in the world.
We're only going back 2 years, but listen, he's known to carry teams. So. Have you ever heard Paul George carry anything?
No, but you call yourself playoff B. I can't just put it all on Kawhi. And
I tell
Kawhi,
you what,
you see how Kawhi plays. Okay. He's not.
Okay, if Paul
Kawhi's not
George
the
shows
same.
up, well, Paul George is his sidekick, right? It's Kawhi's sidekick.
Yeah,
He's his Pancho the Cisco.
that's like.
He's his Robin the Batman.
But that's
so,
just like LeBron. If Kyrie didn't step up with the Cavs, LeBron wouldn't have a championship in Cleveland.
right, but that Kawhi is the key. Kawhi is the key.
I got you with that. But
yeah, Kawhi,
like I said,
LeBron
does not win a championship without Kawhi in Cleveland.
No, of course not.
So Paul George needs to step it up for the Clippers, and
in order for them to go far.
You the one that named yourself playoff P, so
yeah.
show up, bro. That's all I got to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So that's exciting. You know what I mean?
And they got the Mavericks in the first round, so that should be.
That's not easy.
No, that's not easy. But
easy.
I think they'll beat the Mavericks. They'll advance. I think the Dallas is still a couple years away. They need a couple more players, but they're a couple years away. They should handle that series. The Clippers should handle that series. And we'll see what happens after that. And see if Kawhi is ready. I would love for the Clippers to meet the Lakers and beat them.
I want to see that. I want to see that Western Conference. That's what I want to see. You know,
but don't forget the Lakers now got to take on the Suns. That should be interesting. Man, hey, listen, remember how you crossed your fingers at the beginning? Listen, I hope the Suns just bounce the Lakers out, baby.
Wait, hold on. You was just a week ago, you were like the Lakers, nobody can stop them. Now you're
if they're healthy, but from what I saw last night. But I'm not a Laker fan, so
I know what you say. Oh, nobody can stop them. Now
but what I saw last night, I don't think they're healthy still, and I don't think they're.
I told you that before, bro. I didn't think they were gonna have enough time to get in sync.
To get gel together, yes, to get in sync, yes. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but let's go Suns. Let the sun rise, baby. Let's go.
Chris Paul.
Yes,
that's the real playoff.
Let's go.
That's the real playoff P. Chris Paul.
Yeah,
playoff CP3. That's who it is.
CP.
Yeah, man.
Let's go, baby.
As we move on from the NBA and go right into the NFL, and had to update the notes and send them to my bro this morning because I saw the breaking news.
Yeah,
with the Jaguars signing Tim Tebow as a tight end.
Well, that's good.
What do you think?
I loved it. I love the signing. Tim. Yes, and the reason why is because he's big enough to play tight end. Remember, Tim Tebow was a running quarterback. He took hits. And when he was in Florida, he took hits as a quarterback when he was on the Broncos. And he's an athlete. He's like one of those pure athletes where you can put him, you can give a tennis racket to him, and I'm sure he'll learn the game quickly. That's how Tim Tebow is.
I like Tim Tebow, but I don't know.
But don't forget too, he's playing with one of his favorite coaches of all time, which is Urban Meyer.
Of course, he got his.
Well, that's not only that, but I think he'll do well in Jacksonville. I really think, and most importantly, he'll bring fans to that stadium. So there's a little, there's a little thing between there where they might use him just to bring people in the stands and everything. But I do believe he's a good athlete. He's good enough to play tight end if he learns the position. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he can catch the football because you're trained that as a kid and you've been playing football all your life. So let's see what happens. I like the idea. I like the idea of him signing over there. He's healthy. He's in shape. I mean, he's a baller, man. I like him. On the streets that we call it down here, he's a hustler, baby.
Well, I mean, he tried the baseball thing. Now he's back to football. But remember, years ago, they wanted him to play running back. They wanted him to play tight end before. He didn't want to do that. So what's the difference now? I think you probably taking the opportunity from a younger player. And I liked Tim Tebow when he was in college, on his run in Denver. I was rooting for Tim Tebow. I like him, but why are you changing up now, bro? You didn't want to do those positions a few years ago. And you've been out of the league how long now? You got hands? We don't know. I mean, you could barely throw the ball in the NFL. Now you got hands? Yeah. You got hands.
I know what though. Money, 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 money.
Well, you think it's gonna sell tickets? I think he's just taking an opportunity.
Money.
Just taking an
Some
opportunity away from a
people
younger player that could have budded.
got to
You don't
have it.
know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some people
You know,
really need it.
Urban Meyer is really making this a program. You know, he's making this.
I hope he has success in Jacksonville. I really do. I hope
You know?
Urban Meyer's had success everywhere he's go.
He got his
Everywhere he's
college
gone.
rookie. He's got his college rookie wide receiver. You
He's
know,
gonna, I think he's going to do things out there in Jacksonville.
I'm rooting for Urban Meyer. I like Urban Meyer. I like Urban. But my thing with Urban Meyer is that I don't know how long it's going to last, bro.
Right.
Remember how Florida? Remember how he left Florida? He got burnt out. He had to leave. It was, you know.
Yeah. Then he did the
got
same
burnt
thing
out.
with Ohio State.
Then he
Yes.
did Ohio State. He had to
Yeah.
leave.
He had
But
to
then he
leave.
was, you know what I mean? You
It
know,
all comes down to money again.
you know, what how long is this going to last? 2-3 years? You
Yeah,
know,
probably more than likely.
until they-
I give it 2-3 years. What do you give it, Mark?
that's about it.
That's
You
about
gonna
it.
give him more?
All right,
It's
we
Urban
agree.
Meyer. It's Urban
Yeah,
Meyer.
yeah.
We know him.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
he's got enough money, so he's gonna be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
but
like- he's like,
check this out. What if Urban Meyer? Check this out, bro. You thought it? What if Urban Meyer get to a Super Bowl, wins a Super Bowl,
and then retires.
then retires. What is Nick Saban going to think? That guy, he did something I haven't done. I mean, Urban Meyer has dominated in college, but he still hasn't.
If you think Nick Saban
even
is
Pete
leaving
Carroll,
Alabama,
even Pete Carroll has dominated in college and NFL, bro.
yeah, but if you
Not-
think Nick
not
Saban
Nick
is
Saban.
leaving that, if you think Nick Saban is leaving Alabama to go to the pros, you got something. That's never going to happen. I'm saying it here first.
But I'm saying, like, I can't
He's
call you.
at where
I can
he's
call
at.
you the greatest college coach. I can't call you one of the greatest coaches of all time. If I got Urban Meyer winning championships in college and NFL, Pete Carroll already has done it.
Pete Carroll did it, yes.
I can't call you greatest. I can call you greatest college coach. That's why I can call you.
Right, but I don't think Nick Saban's going anywhere anytime soon.
I'm
Those
just
people in
saying.
Alabama love him. That university loves him.
They'll pay him.
The whole city loves him. The whole town loves him. And
his contract was up before, and they
yeah, no, you ain't going nowhere. Yeah,
he threw the money.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere, my friend. No.
Sit down.
You're not going nowhere.
You're staying in.
You're not going nowhere.
Roll Tide. You're staying here. Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tim Tebow, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I like him, but he's taking opportunity away. Let's see. You think it's money, money, money? Let's
all day. There's nothing wrong with that. Go
see.
get your money. Go get your paper, boo boo. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
Go get your
Khan,
paper.
you know, he's a Shaq Khan.
I'm gonna go see
different owner.
Jackson. As a matter of fact, the Raiders come to Jacksonville next year. In 2022, they got them on the schedule. So me and my wife are already planning to go up to that game, stay a couple nights up in Jacksonville. So I'm gonna go see. Yeah,
You going up to the hood?
Yeah.
You going to the hood?
Yeah, I'm going to the hood. You know that. That's where all the stadiums are.
You don't know where Jacksonville. If you don't know about Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You know
I got to make sure my GPS is working right because.
We you know, I'm still part Floridian, so I know.
Yeah. There's a lot of hoods up in Jacksonville, bro, that you don't want to even mess with or go to.
You know what I'm saying? Miami.
Yeah.
It's Orlando too. Ocala.
Don't worry, I got something that'll take care of.
Bro, I ain't worried about you already, bro. We ain't gonna go there.
There's something in my glove compartment that'll take care of that.
We just gonna say my bro can take care of himself. You know, man.
Yeah.
We got respect out here. Trust. Trust. As we move on from Tim T, we're gonna keep it in the NFL. So we got the person that was a QB who's going to be a tight end, but I want to get back to some QB talk.
Okay.
With the second year quarterbacks, bro. Like, okay, out of all the, you know, the quarterbacks coming back this season, Burrow, Herbert, Tua, who do you believe will have a great season, or if multiple second year QBs will have a good season.
I hate to say this because the man is in my division,
Mhm.
but Herbert,
You going with the guy?
man, listen.
Damn, why you always got to take what I was going to say first? All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because he's in my division, and I hate it. I hate the fact that we have
you watched that kid
quarterbacks in our
last season,
division.
didn't you? You watched him last season.
Yes, and I was impressed with everything that he did, running
Yeah.
the ball, throwing the ball,
and being thrown in like he wasn't even supposed to start last year.
Right. So I mean, you get these quarterbacks once in a while that you say no, and then you shake your head and go, wow.
Yeah, in college I wasn't too impressed, but now I'm like,
no. Even when he got drafted, I wasn't impressed. I was like, oh, he's gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna be a good quarterback. He might be a backup. Then you put him in the starting lineup, and it's like, wow,
whipping that ball.
Burrows is good too,
yes,
but I don't think he's real good. I don't think Cincinnati's ready yet. They still have to patch up that offensive line. They still have to work on the defense and stuff like that. And Cincinnati got Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and the Ravens in their division. So
Cleveland's going to be
tough.
better this year. Cleveland's supposed to be better this year.
Yeah, Cleveland's supposed to be the team that's one of the teams this year. So they're in a tough division. So I mean, but Joe Burrow's going to be Joe Burrow. He's a great guy, great quarterback. Yeah. If Cincinnati gets him help, then we might see a different scenario. But Herbert is the man. And even though I hope the Chargers go 1-15 or 1-16, whatever there is, and we beat them twice, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, but you can't. Well, of course, you're saying that because you watch the kid, so you can't deny his talent. You know, like we were just saying, like we didn't see this in college. Like, how is he throwing the ball? Like, I mean, he's throwing the ball like he's a pro. Like he's, like
we'll find out.
And he looks like
he might have a sophomore jinx. We'll see what happens.
I don't know. People would compare him to Big Ben. I mean, he looks like a quarterback. When you look at Herbert, you like, that's a QB. You know what I mean? So we'll see. He's in your division, so I'm rooting for a kid. Let's go, Herbert. Let's go. Let's go.
I hate you for that. I hate you for that right now. Okay. I hate you for that right now. But go ahead. Let's move on. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. We brought up Burrow and Herbert. All right. What you think about what you think what kind of year Tua is going to have?
It all depends. Once again, the main question with him, and me and you have talked about it a lot of times, is health.
Yeah.
He's had enough time now to learn the system. Get in sync with his receivers, his tight ends, running backs, whatever. And they have a good coach. So Tua's this is going to be his second year, right?
Yep, his second year.
Okay, this is his second year. So now we'll see what he does in his second year with the Dolphins. They had a great record last year, 11-5. And it's funny because they were 11-5 and still couldn't make the playoffs. So
that's true.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens this year. They might have to go 12-4, or even surprise some heads and win the division.
You got Bills, New England loaded up, so
New England loaded up again. The Bills are going to be good, and the Jets are up and coming now. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens with the Jets.
Yeah, man. So out of those three, you said Herbert should be the one that.
Yeah, Herbert's the one that had
a great season. Now, looking at his talent, I'm keeping with Herbert. Looking at his talent, talking about Jayson Tatum earlier is, you say he's a superstar. You think Justin Herbert? Do you think Justin Herbert can become a superstar?
We'll have to wait on that. He had a good rookie year.
We have to wait on that.
Yeah, we have to wait on that because we can say he is, and then all of a sudden he gets hurt and never plays football again. So let's just wait it out. But I do believe he will improve on last year's statistics, and he'll have a good season this year.
Yeah. I mean, I think if he can stay healthy and they can get some winning behind him, long as they can win and go further than they did with Rivers, I think he can be a superstar. As long as he can prove himself in the playoffs, you get some playoff wins multiple years in a row, people are going to start respecting you, and they're going to be like, hey, he's more of the guy than Rivers were. You know what I mean? So I mean,
I hope not.
I
I
like
hope not, because he's in our division. But
I like him. And yeah, I mean, enough for Herbert.
Yeah, thank you,
talk about a
Marcus.
little bit.
Yeah, okay.
As we move before we move out of the NFL, and
I owe you one. That's all I know. I owe you one. All right, go ahead.
Oh, Herbert. Yeah, but I saw this question. I had to thief another one. I was on Fox Sports app yesterday, and I saw this. This could be a possibility because they brought it up, talking about the Washington football team. Should they trade for DeShaun Watson?
Oh, wow.
I'm hearing this is a possibility. I don't know how,
right.
But they don't bring this stuff up just to talk about it.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of teams that want to trade for DeShaun Watson. I'm sure there's teams that want to trade for him, but I think he has to get rid of those legal problems first. That's just my thing before any team
moving
takes
on to another.
Before he moves on to another team and that team takes that burden on their shoulders and everything with the media and the press and everything like that. I think once he finishes with his legal stuff, then any team would be willing to trade for him. But I believe that the Bears picked Justin Fields, that's their quarterback of the future. That's who they're going with. And I don't see a trade for DeShaun Watson when they drafted Fields to be their quarterback. So I think like I said before, once he gets
that's Chicago drafted
Chicago drafted Fields.
That's right.
Justice Fields.
Football team.
Right. But the Washington, I mean, he could go there, but do you want to carry the burden that he brings with him with his legal stuff and everything, So I don't know. It could be good for Washington. I believe that it would be a good thing for the Redskins to get him.
Yeah, it'd be good for them. I don't know about for DeShaun Watson though. Like, why would he want to go there? I know he wants to get out of Houston, but why would you want to go to Washington? They don't even have a proper name yet. Like,
but
what is their future name going to be?
You know what? I'll tell you what, if they had DeShaun Watson last year, they could have. They have a great defense. I mean, believe it or not, Washington has a great defense.
Yeah.
So they played their hearts out in that wild card game, which they could have won.
Yeah.
But if they had DeShaun Watson, we could be talking about a different scenario right now with the Washington.
You can say that with any team. Put DeShaun Watson on the
if you put DeShaun Watson on the Jets, they still have a losing record.
That's the Jets.
If you put DeShaun Watson on Jacksonville, they still have a losing record. So there's not a lot of teams.
You put him on the Dolphins. You put him on.
Well, if he goes to Miami,
the Cardinals. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Miami and the Cardinals already have their quarterbacks. They're good.
Well, I'm just saying you could put him on them teams and he can win. Like he's such a game changer. He was getting yards. He didn't even have a number one receiver to throw to, and he was still getting.
He was still doing his thing. Yes,
that's talent. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know why he would. I mean, it's good for Washington if they were able to pull off what I don't.
That would be good.
Know why he would agree to that?
Right. So let me ask you something. If he goes to Arizona, does he start or do you still go with Kyler Murray?
No, Kyler Murray, you sitting down, brother. I mean, I think he's cool.
Wow.
I mean, he's cool. Wow. No, Kyler Murray, you cool, dude. Like Kyler Murray, good QB. But I told you DeShaun Watson was. I put him on 3 of my fantasy football teams. I like the kid. You know what I'm saying? So you asking the wrong person.
so let's go over his
right now, if Patriots were able to get DeShaun Watson and I like Cam Newton, I'd be like, see you, Cam.
Okay.
Peace
Okay.
out, Newton.
So you put Kyler Murray on the bench.
Heck yeah. For DeShaun Watson? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I
No,
think
but
just
Kyler Murray.
DeShaun Watson on the right team should have or could or will have a Super Bowl in the future.
So listen to this. Last year, Kyler Murray had 3,971 yards. He had 26 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He had a quarterback rating of 94.3. That's only his second year. Arizona gave him the reins to become that quarterback. I think he's going to get better next year. Arizona's got a little
But you don't think
firepower.
that's because of the Kingsbury. That's Kingsbury's system. That's what it is. That's just the system he plays in. You know what I mean?
So he's a system quarterback then.
I mean, is he kid? How good? I mean, he scrambles around. Patrick Mahomes is good in the pocket. I don't know how good in the pocket Kyler Murray is.
We're about to find out this year. Don't
All
worry.
right. Well, I need to see the pocket. I need to see the
Okay.
pocket.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. We're about to find out. Okay.
I let Patrick Mahomes run around because he's still good in that pocket.
Right. Okay.
Kyler Murray, you're a little smaller. I don't know. You gotta.
When Kyler Murray and Arizona win that NFC West this year, I'm going to come back to you this year.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You know, like I said, I like him, but not over DeShaun Watson. Sorry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Go ahead, DeShaun.
Yeah. So as we move on from the NFL, because I want to spend a little time on the next topic, because let's just first, you know, as we move on to the MLB, last night
We missed one question on the NFL, which was who's going to have the best quarterback as a rookie.
Oh, I changed that one, bro. Remember, I took that one.
All right. Well, I'm just going to say Trevor Lawrence. I'm just going to say Trevor Lawrence anyway. So that's that thing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, move on.
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about some baseball. I mean,
Let's talk about some
we
baseball.
can bring that up. You know, I'll probably bring that
that's
up
fine.
next week. Yeah.
That's fine.
So, but I want to spend a little time on this because what happened last night. I didn't get to watch the game. I was watching my nephew and I was doing some.
I watched the whole thing. Kluber pitched a hell of a game. I told my wife when I was sitting down yesterday about the fourth inning, I said, wow, they haven't got a hit off him. He might throw a no-hitter today. And I told my wife, listen, the guy won 2 Cy Young Awards. He was the best pitcher in baseball like 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And the Yankees took a chance on him. Remember, he was coming off the surgery and blah, 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 so forth and so on. I think he's going to add to that. Him and Cole are going to form a 1-2 punch come playoffs.
Okay, so with that said, because we had the no-hitter last night, and I guess Stanton is supposed to be coming back sooner than originally planned.
Frankenstein.
Can all these players stay on the street? You know, and like Stanton, the main one. Can he stay on the? I mean, he was hitting them. He's had some good hits this season, some good home runs. Can Stanton keep that streak? And can the Yankees keep that? They need to stay hot. You know what I mean? So can they get on a hot streak when Stanton returns? Can they get on a hot streak?
If you look at some of the games they've been winning, like last night they won 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho beat Tampa 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to get these pitchers more runs. I mean, the team batting average is like 238, 230.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
this year's the year of the pitcher, Marcus. We've had 7 no-hitters already, or 8 no-hitters already, and it's only been a quarter of the season.
Yeah.
So the Yankee bats have to hit more, especially with runners on scoring position. They don't do a good
that's
job.
been the past few seasons. The bats get hot, and like you said, they can play defense and they can win a low scoring game when they get on defense. But you need those bats. We need those bats. You looking at the Dodgers. The Dodgers got.
Yeah, they.
No, even Pujols wants to hit again. Pujols.
Yeah, yes.
You know what I mean? They got
the thing with the Yankees is Judge is having a good year so far. He's he's hitting 298, almost 300. Yep. Stanton has been on fire.
Yep.
And Urshela, he's been just like the everyday Yankee that we know he can be.
Yep.
Those other guys like Sanchez, Gleyber Torres,
Yes,
Frazier,
I was just about to say Torres. Sanchez.
they got to step up.
You're getting paid
They-
enough money, man.
Yeah,
You're in
and
New
once
York.
they step up, then the rest of the team will be in sync. And I said July they'd be in first base. Did I say June or July? June, I think.
You said.
Oh, I said July. When I
July.
come up to,
Yeah, you said.
when I come up
Yeah,
to-
you said when you come up. Yeah, you said July.
when I come to, so they'll be in first place, and they might be in first place before that. The bats will get to them, but they're gonna have a great 1-2. If Kluber can keep this up, I think he's fully recovered from his surgery, fully recovered, to be like he was before.
Mhm.
And then you get Herman, and which he's pitching great too.
Yep,
He's pitching real good. Maybe in the future bring up a Devi Garcia. I think he's going to be helpful too. The bullpen is lights out. The bullpen is #1 in the league. They're lights out. Chapman, you go in the lead in the 9th this year. Chapman's going to close it out. He has.
You saw that he threw that 103-mile heater.
103-mile-per-hour fastball. He's having I'd say a Cy Young Award year if he.
How many years he's been playing? You still throwing 103 miles?
103 miles. Well, he has a good regimen. He has a good off-season workout. That's why. And he keeps it up every year. He works out. He lifts weights. He
Smart
trains.
player, take care of
Yes,
Smart
but
guy.
the Yankees got to hit, bro. And if Stanton comes back, they said Stanton was taking infield practice and doing some of the running.
Yeah, he was back on.
He should be back. He should be back this week, maybe
This
against
weekend,
the White Sox, against Chicago. Which Chicago's got a great team too. They got a good hitting team. They got a smart manager. Tony La Russa is. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's old, but he's still smart.
He's one of the best managers. He's a smart manager.
One of the greatest.
But yeah, the Yankees will be okay.
He puts his foot in his mouth sometime, but you cannot deny Tony La Russo's talent
as a coach. Yes.
as a baseball guy. You know what I mean? And how long he's been. You know, he's been out for some years. They brought him back, and he still got it. You know,
and he's doing a great coaching job with that team that he has down there in Chicago. So it's going to be a test for the Yankees this weekend coming up. They're playing them at home, so that might help. But it's going to be a test.
We need everybody. I mean, the pitchers. We need German when he's up. We need him to be on fire. We need, of course, we need our main guy, Garrett Cole.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He's been awesome this season. He's been awesome this season. You know what I mean? Like you said, Kluber. You know what I mean? Kluber.
Yeah.
Chapman. I mean.
Yeah, and the list goes on. And King, King has been lights out too. I'm still on the jury on Montgomery. I'm still on the jury on Montgomery. Sometimes he pitches good.
Good. The other time, yeah.
So I'm still, the jury's still out on him. But hats off to the Klubot last night. I watched that whole game, Marcus. He pitched a no-hitter. I knew he was going to pitch a no-hitter in the 4th inning. I told my wife that. I said, yo, this guy's going to throw a no-hitter tonight. And my wife was like, why is he going to throw a no-hitter? I said, because I watched the replay of David Wells, Boomer, throw a no-hitter that day. And,
I remember that game. That's the first no-hitter Yankee game that I watched. And I remember, David Wells was a big guy. And kids,
Boomer.
You don't go.
Boomer.
Go back and watch David Wells and like he.
Yeah.
That was the playoffs, wasn't it? Was that the playoffs or late season?
No, it was a regular season game.
Regular season.
But I was watching it.
Man, that was a game. I was
watching that game I was at the barbershop with my boys. I was watching the game on my phone, and I was like, wow, look at David Boomer. I saw a couple of the innings, like, the out that Paul O'Neill caught the ball and everything. And I was like, man. And then to have Kluber pitch that no-hitter the same night, like coincidence. It was like I watched it. Wow. I said, maybe I'll watch Judge hit a couple home runs today in the afternoon, and he'll hit a couple tonight. Maybe that'll work.
Hopefully, yeah. So it looks like our team is headed the right direction. Hopefully they're headed where they're supposed to be in the playoffs. And
we'll be there. Don't worry, we'll be there.
To the World Series where we're supposed to be. Where we're supposed to be.
28. It's too bad. It's been a long wait for 28. We got to get it done.
Yeah, gotta get it done.
We got to get it done.
As we keep it in baseball, talking about team being on the street and can they stay streaky? We have a team on the West Coast who's got a ton of talent, they can't win. Bro, how you have a tiny and you can't win? I'm talking about the Angels. Why can't the Angels win?
I don't know. They
You
got talent.
have so much talent.
They do, but it's only a few talented. They got Trout, they got Otani, they got a couple others. But man, it's a tough division that they play in too. Don't forget, you got the Athletics; they are good.
Bro, but they've been doing this forever. All the players that advocate for 50 years, they've been doing this to players. The players are coming there and you think they're gonna win, and no.
And they don't.
Oh,
So
they
I
come in
don't know
there,
if
you
it's,
think
I
they're
don't know
gonna
if it's
win.
the water.
No.
I don't know if it's the food, it's the water.
Albert Pujols was on fire before he took that contract and went over there. Then he just
And they
went
had
to
the
the
team
background.
yes. And it's surprising because the Athletics are in first place in that division, right?
Oh, they dangerous, yeah.
And they got rid of their last night. They had gotten rid of their one of their stars that I watched last night, who hit 40 home runs in 3 straight seasons for them.
Wow.
I'm trying to get the name. Maybe I remember. But they got rid of one of their main powers, and the A's are still in first place. The Houston Astros are there, as much as we hate the Astros.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there. I don't want to say it so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll say it for you. Don't worry. I'll say the things you can't say, Marcus. Don't worry. It's funny because they got rid of the A's got rid of Chris Davis. That's what I was talking about. Chris Davis.
Yeah, 40 home runs.
Chris Davis did 40 home runs 3 straight years at 100 some runs batted in, and the A's haven't missed a beat. They haven't missed a beat. Now you got the Astros down there that are also, they still are a good team. They're still a good team. As slack, whatever they took, they're still a good team.
Altuve.
And Seattle's up and coming. I mean, they're 2 games under 500 at 21-23. But I don't know what's wrong with the Angels. You're right. They got talent and they can't seem to put it together.
Year after year, they have talent year after year, and
I feel sorry for Mike Trout.
That's what I'm saying.
Because Mike Trout is the best baseball player in baseball right now, hands down. Tatis is coming up, Mookie Betts is there, but Trout is the best, and I have a feeling that he's never going to see a World Series unless they get rid of the contract, or somebody else takes their contract, like the Yankees or some team that can win it all.
I won't be mad. Mike Trout, Yankee. I can see him in pinstripe.
Wow. Can you see Mike Trout playing center field?
I can see him in pinstripe.
Yeah. Like in 3 more years. I can see him in pinstripe. Yeah.
Judge and Mike Trout.
Judge, Mike Trout, and Stanton in the same batting order, in the same lineup. I think we should make a net. We should do like the Nets. Let's go get Trout. Let's do like the Nets. Let's go get Trout. Let's go get.
Let's do it in the Bronx. They did it in Brooklyn. They did it in Brooklyn. We're about to do it in the Bronx.
Yes, let's do that there.
The Yankees have known to grab superstars from other teams.
Yes, ever since Catfish Hunter and Reggie.
Ooh, that'll be a sight, man. That'll be a sight that ever was to happen.
I would love. Don't be surprised though, Marcus. We wouldn't be surprised if we do see that happening in 3 to 4 years.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. You never know with the Yankees.
Hey, we got A-Rod. We got
you were talking about earlier. Money.
Yes, sir.
We got
that.
We got that. We got that. Yeah.
Plenty of it.
Yes, man. So keeping it in New York before we get out of here. The team, we both of us as Yankee fans, we don't down talk this team because we like to, we like to
root for them.
Yeah, we like to watch them play. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's too early, but I'm gonna ask the question anyway. This season, are the Mets the real deal?
In that division,
you see what place they're in. You see what
they're in first place. They're a game ahead of Philly. Yeah, 3 games ahead of Atlanta. I don't think Miami and Washington are going to be that much of a. They're not going to be in the race that much, but Yes, I think the Mets got the best pitching staff in that division. I think they will, if the pitching holds up, they will win that division. And yeah, they'll be a playoff team.
So
They'll
you
be
think they're the real? You think they're the real deal this season?
yes, with the pitching staff that they have, and if a couple players get hot, like Alfonso, or
Now,
he needs to be the old Alfonso.
when are you saying they're the real deal? Can they go deep in the playoffs?
Yes, you know why?
How far do you think they can go then?
They can go to the National League Championship, the NLCS, and I'll tell you why. DeGrom is going to be lights out. That he can win a game for you. And they have backup pitching. They've had pitching wins ball games. We all know that.
Yep.
That's what wins ball games. That's why we went after Kluber, the Yankees. That's why we went after Garrett Cole. That's why we're developing pitchers in our system.
Defense.
Yes. So if their pitching holds up, then yeah, I don't see why the Mets can't go far in the playoffs.
Yeah, like we said, we like the team, but I just don't know yet, bro, because they've been good in seasons before. Remember that year we had the Subway World Series.
Yeah, the Subway.
We had not just the Subway Series, the Subway World Series. People were behind them. I was like nervous with the Yankees, but of course, we took care of, we handled business.
Yes.
But it's, like we root for the Mets. We want to see the Mets do well, and I think it's better for, like you said, like Boston and Knicks belong in the playoffs. It's better for basketball. It's better for baseball when teams like the Yankees, when teams like the Mets, when teams like the Oakland A's, those old teams that's been around for years, the Braves, you know what I mean, bro? When they're in the playoffs, the ratings go up, you know what I mean?
All the time.
The ratings go up with those old school teams, even when like the Blue Jays, when they're good, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's better for baseball. It's so much better for baseball when you have quite a few teams doing well.
Yes, especially in the National League. When the Mets are doing good, the Dodgers are doing good, the Cardinals are doing good, which they are. Those
all the traditional old school teams.
Yeah, all the traditional old school teams
that built the league, basically. That built
the Cubs, the Giants, San Francisco, which is in first place.
Yeah,
and
the Giants have been good for. You can say they've been good for some years now. You know what I mean?
For some decades. They'd have a couple off seasons.
How many champions? They got 2 or 3?
They've won 3 championships in 5 years. Remember
5 years, yes. So still got it. Yes, well, all those teams are in it, man.
And they're in first place in their division by half a game over San Diego and by 2 over the Dodgers. That division is going to come down, boy. That division between those 3 teams, I expect, though. I mean, I've been expecting San Francisco to fall, out of contention a little bit, but they're hanging right there. So, and the reason they're there is because their home record is 14-4. So they're established a good home record.
Yeah.
Once you can establish it and you don't lose in your ballpark, bro, you can play 500 on the road.
You be scared to go and play in those stadiums when that
in those stadiums.
When that team is when they got control of their
500 on the road. You can be 15-50 on the road, but if you're 78-2 at home, that's a big difference.
I don't
want
to play you.
I don't want to play
not
in your part.
Not in your part.
Not at your
Come on here. Come on here. I got some beer in the refrigerator. Come on.
Yeah.
Come over to my place.
And they have the best home record in baseball.
Yeah, man.
They're 14-4. And you know who's second?
That's why I want the.
You know who's second?
Yes.
The same team that we're talking about has the second best record in baseball. The Mets at Citi Field are 11-4.
See, man, that's why I wanted to end it with freaking baseball, because it's a lot going on and it's exciting. And bro, we got to figure this out when you get up here. We got to go to a Yankees game, man. We're going to have to go.
Yeah, me and my wife were talking about that the other day.
We're going to have to figure all that out, man.
Tickets and all that. Yeah,
man. But yeah, we're going to get up out of here. This end of the show. So go ahead and plug away, bro.
Yes, sir. First, I'd like to have a shout out to all the Bristol athletes out there, all the Hartford athletes, New Haven, wherever you at from CT. Shout out to y'all. Keep strengthening Connecticut. Let's keep doing what you're doing, man. We're proud of you. We're gonna have some of those people on our show, man,
Yes,
that
soon.
did something for Connecticut and
CT
were
athletes.
stars. And yes, CT
CT
athletes,
legends.
baby. And you know where you can watch some of them right here on this, baby. Our cable pay-per-view events, everything, all your sports packages for less than what cable gives you. $30 a month gets you everything: movies, cable channels, sports channels, the Yes Station, the Nesson Station, SNAY, the Met Station,
All the
everything.
above.
No games are blacked out. Give me a call, 239-237-8164. It's the best cable in town, bro. And we love you. We love our customers. Keep bringing those customers to us.
Yes, sir. And if you listen to the show, make sure you subscribe. If you listen on iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to Toughest Balls, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share. We need your support. And if you would like to get at the show, email the show at toughestballs@gmail.com. That's toughestballs@gmail.com. And be sure to follow us on all our social media pages, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Toughest Balls, just like that, baby. TOUGHASBALLS.
And coming in the near future, we're gonna have people call in on our show to ask us questions and think about what we think, yo. That's the next step.
Sir. Yes, we're gonna keep growing, but we need your support. We need the
Amen.
people. And for the freaking Puerto Rican, I am the chosen one, and we are up out of here, baby.
Peace.
I'm moving non-stop, about to take flight.